This is Sammy Sampi. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to see y'all guys. If you're not subscribed yet, I invite you to subscribe. And if you've been subscribing and watching my videos, I want to thank you so much for watching and supporting me. I just recently made it to 1,000 views. So I'm so excited because I just started this journey a month ago, and it's so nice to see that I already get so many views. So thank you all so much. Today we're going to review Ready to Love season 6 episode 4. So it starts with the gentlemen. They're coming to the gentleman lounge to talk to Tommy, and Tommy is letting them know what's going on. There are going to be 2 new singles, 1 woman, 1 man, that's going to be meeting with them. And this week, the gentlemen are going to have to eliminate 1 lady. Tommy is letting Wiley knows that one feedback is gotten from the ladies is that he's a little bit too young for their taste. So he decided to hook him up with a younger lady around his age. So Whitey is excited. Next scene, we see Whitey going on a blind date. So it's with a young lady named Tina. She's an esthetician. Tina is beautiful, brown skin. She looks pretty tall, slim, thick, definitely beautiful. So she introduced herself and she's letting us know that she's been single. She has a baby and she has not been lucky in relationship as a baby daddy cheating on her when she was 6 months pregnant with her baby. So yeah, it's starting with a bang with Miss Tina, but she's definitely a beautiful girl, and when Wiley sees her, he's definitely liking what he sees. He's already trying to find something in common. They're both wearing the same colors with jeans. So right here and there, they're able to find some similarities and enjoying from that. So we see them getting to know each other, talking and vibing, having a good time. And Whitey is telling us in the confessional, she's beautiful. He's really happy with the choice Tommy is making, and he's definitely feeling a connection with her, especially that they're wearing the same green color. And yeah, Tina is also liking Whitey. She's asking him questions about his working out habit. They're talking relationship, and they agree that they definitely would want to see each other for a next date. Scene, we have Precious. She's the lady that's been selected to go on the second blind date with the newer gentleman. The gentleman's name is Donovan. He's 42 years old and he's a realtor. Donovan is a tall glass of water, very handsome man, tall, light skin. He's coming up. When he comes into the restaurant, he has that, energy about him. And Precious is really liking what she's saying. So right away, they vibe, they get to talk, to get to know each other. Precious is asking him all those questions, and she's of course telling him how beautiful he is. And once again, I'm like, those ladies always like to tell those men how fine they are. What about you just let them tell you how fine you are for once? But yeah, she's telling him that she finds him attractive and she's trying to flirt with him, sends him some cues, but she's not sure that Donovan is feeling it, right? She's not really sure if he's getting that she's trying to get his attention. Donovan is enjoying talking to Precious. He thinks that she's a nice lady. She's definitely tall and pretty. But as they're talking, he's not really sure if she's the one for him. Precious tells him that she's been single for 9 years and that she's been celibate for 6 months. She then proceeds to ask Donovan if he believes in waiting until marriage to get married. And Donovan is like almost vomiting his water out and asking her if she buy a car without this test driving it. Sight. Why did you need to bring that up? Like, they keep talking, and Donovan is telling us on the confessional that Precious is a nice lady, but basically is not really feeling her. Next scene, we have Laverne and Joy. They're going on a date, and they're both excited about it. Laverne has been trying to get on a date with Joy, and he set up a pottery date with Joy. He knows that she really likes that, so he decided to set up something like that with her. And Joy comes and she's really happy because she knows that Laverne chose a pottery date because that's something that she really likes, and she makes her feel like he listened to her. It makes her feel really good about Laverne. So definitely a point for Laverne on that. And yeah, they talk, get to know each other a little bit more, and then doing that pottery thing, having a good time. Joy is liking him and Laverne is liking her too. They open up a little bit more, and Laverne is telling Joy that he has never really been in a relationship. I'm like, at 40-year-old? You never tried? And Joy is asking him why, that what is the case, and they talk and it's going well, and then he goes in the back of Joy and try to like to show her the pottery thing, and their hands are mingling, and then trying to do that little, that Patrick Swayze movie where they're doing the pottery thing and they're making love and shit. But yeah, they're having a good time, and there definitely is some sexual attraction between the two of them. They're having a good text. We have Mr. Demetrius. Mr. Demetrius finally set up a date. He decided to go on a date with AP because since AP is new, he has never gotten the time to connect with her. So AP is really happy about it because she has a thing for Mr. Demetrius. So she's letting him know that she's really happy that he set up a date for the two of them. And they get to talking. AP is telling Demetrius a little bit more about her, and Demetrius is just asking questions back to back and back to back. And AP seems to respond as honestly and truthfully as she can. And then in one of the questions that also, you come up as a very strong person, but do you have a soft side to you? And I'm like, why men are like that? Like, it's not because someone is strong that they don't have a soft side. What makes you feel like she doesn't have a soft side? But she answered the question. They keep going. I feel that Demetrius, as I said before, I felt like he was being in the background, just observing the ladies, trying to get to know each other and making it speak. But a part of me felt that it came a little bit like an interview. Like, I'm talking to you because I want to see if you and I can make a connection. But I feel like it was a little bit too structured, And then you're asking her question back to back, and she's answering you back to back. What else are you expecting from her? And then you're like, oh, but you wanted a connection to be there. I mean, that's just not how it works, Demetrius. You cannot come and give a certain energy like you're an interviewer in a job and then talking about you expecting some type of connection. What do you even mean by connection? Is it physical? Let's be honest. Is it a physical thing? Let me know what y'all think in the comment, because I really felt during that, I felt a little cringy about Demetrius. I felt like he came up like, I'm the shit and I'm just trying to see if you can fit with me. And I'm like, those ladies are just letting those men run them. And I'm like, no, like if it was me on a date, like, that's not how it's gonna go. Like, if you're gonna tell me you ask me question back to back, I'm gonna ask you question back to back. I felt like it was more about Demetrius asking question to AP, and she didn't really have a chance to ask him any. And then it ended up with Demetrius talking about, oh yeah, she did open up, but she didn't feel like she was opening up in a romantic way. Why? Your questions were not romantic questions. Next, we see the guy, and they're coming in a beach house. And we have Mr. Eric cooking for them. And he's like, set yourself up. I'm going to cook for you all and stuff. And the guys are coming into the house and everything. Then they see a boat coming in, and we have Mr. Tommy. Tommy loved to make a big entrance. Tommy loved the attention. He always have those type of entrance. So he's coming from the boat like he's Johnny Depp into that Pirate and Caribbean movie, being like super extra. And then when he gets there, he's starting dancing because they have a band there. I mean, Tommy had that entire entrance, he really wanted the attention. And I don't blame him. Yeah, so he's letting the guys know that love is coming their way and basically announcing them that the ladies are coming. So then we have the ladies coming, the ladies are wearing their bab suit and their little shorts, they're ready for that house party by the pool, and they're looking good, and all the men are like, ooh, yeah, they're liking it, they're parading for the gentleman to make their peak. And once the ladies are all there and everybody is set up, he's letting them know he is done with the quantity. The quantity has been telling us he was not about. Now there are not going to be any new people coming. It's time for you all, ladies and gentlemen, to make your choice. You need to let us know. It's not going to be quality over quantity. Yes, guys, we're back with the quality over quantity thing, even though we were never supposed to be doing the quantity thing since the beginning of this season. It's letting them know, done with the blind date and all that. It's time to make your choice. It's time to solidify the situation that you have going, and you need to be more confident on who your choice is. And he's letting him know that a lady is going to be eliminated later. He then proceeds to leave. The ladies and gentlemen are excited. They're having a good time. They're mingling. They're talking. We see the Kia talking to Donovan. You know, he's the newest guy. They're getting to know each other, and the conversation seems to be doing well. Donovan looks like he's definitely a little smitten with Mrs. Dakia's beauty. We have Mr. Pio, who has his eyes on the new lady, Tina. When Tommy was talking, we could see him in the back of Tina looking at her like that. And yeah, so they're talking and they're vibing. Tina is liking him. She's letting him know that she likes her older man. I don't know if it's me, guys, but I felt that Pio was a little bit more smooth when he was talking to Tina. I don't know. There was something about the energy that he had. It was a little bit more smooth. It was a little bit, you know, suave. I really like the way I really like the vibe he was giving when he was talking to her. And Tina was telling him she likes to be with the older man. She's letting him know when she was in elementary school, she was dating middle schooler. When she was in middle school, she was dating high schooler. When she was in high school, she was dating college. Tina been about that sugar daddy thing since elementary school, guys. And yeah, and in the confessional, Pio is telling us he doesn't really like to go for younger ladies, but Tina, she has something more mature about her. I'm like, yeah, probably her boobies or something. Like, what about her you saw that was mature, Pio? Anyway, then we have Eric and Dakia. You know, Eric is chefing it up in the kitchen, and Dakia is talking to him. They're vibing, they're liking each other, making plans and everything. And then we have Miss Carmen, the quiet, confident lady, coming up and trying to make a mark, making her presence known, even though she saw that Eric was talking to Dakia. And Dakia is not liking it. Like, how dare she come and interrupt us? And they're talking. Carmen and Eric are talking. And Miss Dakia, she's not liking it. But when she realized that Carmen is not going to go, she decided to remove herself as the lady that she is. And I'm like, you go, girl. You go. You go. You don't need to stay there, you know, acting a fool about a man, letting him know that you being territorial over him. You do not need to do this. You do not need to do this. You're getting to know each other. You know, you're not dating yet. You're liking each other. Still be that beautiful. I like the way she approached the situation. And then we have Carmen that's letting us know that she's been having her eyes on Eric. They've known each other before. Eric has cooked for her before in the past, so she hired her as a chef before. So they have history, they know each other, but nothing never happened between the two of them. And he's letting us know that he does like Carmen, but Dakia is his first choice. But he's not telling Carmen that, yeah, you know, Dakia, she's a lady that he really likes. But Carmen is like, really? And then who's your first choice? And he's like, you, of course. And I'm like, Eric, are you playing games now? Are you playing games, Mr. Eric? But hey, I guess it wasn't also going to tell Carmen he don't like her, right? So I do understand. I mean, you got to be a player a little bit, right? So I'm not blaming him, but I'm like, I see you, Eric. We have Ace and Tori, and Tori is singing a song for Ace. He's like freestyling, and she's really liking it. They're vibing, having a quick discussion. We don't really stay on them. And we have Tori trying to sing to Sabrina. I think, yeah, Tori is a musician, it seems. He likes to be singing for those ladies. He's singing for Sabrina, and then he's taking her aside, and he's giving her some cupcakes. And Sabrina is so happy. This is such a nice gesture. He's the first person that's giving her something in this show, so she's really excited about it, and she definitely is feeling a connection with Tori, sorry. Quick situation with AP and Eric that are talking to each other, and of course AP is letting him know about what happened with her husband, and Eric feels like she's not ready to love because of the way she's talking about the situation. He's not sure she's ready. Mrs. Precious. Mrs. Precious is the life of the party. She's having a good time. She's drinking, she's flirting her life away. Even though Tommy told them that it's time to make a choice on who you want to be with, she's talking to all the guys, and talk to AP, to PO, talking to Demetrius, and Demetrius is just not liking her vibe. So he decides to let her know that he's not sure that what she's looking for is what he is looking for. He feels like he needs to be with someone that's not really a party person, and that he's not sure about them having a connection. Mr. Demetrius. Mr. Demetrius is taking Sabrina on the side. He's finally making a move. We're liking that. So he's telling Sabrina that he really likes her, that he's really vibing with her, and he would like to continue with something with her. Sabrina is really taken aback. She's surprised because Sabrina has been liking Demetrius, but she wanted him to make a move, which I think is smart. But in the meantime, she's been having a connection with Tori. So now she's a little bit shocked because she didn't think that Demetrius was checking for her like that. So now she's also making a connection with Tori, but when Demetrius told her that he would like to continue something with her, she's like, okay, yeah, she's open. And I understand her. She's been wanting Demetrius from the beginning. She's been more interested in Demetrius, but since he didn't seem to be interested in her, that's what stopped her. We also saw Miss Precious, she's talking to everybody. She's talking to Mr. Pio, but Mr. Pio don't really have time for her like that. Even Mr. Pio don't have time for her like that. And I'm like, yeah, because Mr. Pio saw some fresh meat in Tina. And he's like, nah, I'm not going for Precious no more. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. But you all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Laverne, you see the lady talking about Mr. Laverne. Mr. Laverne hasn't been really communicating with the ladies. He's been more to himself, and they're all talking. I'm like, what has been going on in the background with Mr. Laverne? We see Carmen talking, and it doesn't seem very positive, and Precious is talking about Mr. Laverne as a God complex. He wants all the ladies to come to him, and I'm like, girl, that's what you've been doing. That's what y'all been doing to all these guys, telling them how cute and handsome they are. He got used to it, I guess. No, just joking. But yeah, they're talking, and Laverne is really calm. And we even have Demetrius coming and talk to Laverne. It's like, what's going on with you? You're not being your quiet self. You're not being yourself. And a part of me is thinking, I think Laverne is not ready to deal with the competition that comes with Clifton, because at the end of the day, Clifton has a stronger connection with Joy. And I think he's a little jealous, but it's going to be hard to tell based on what I saw, but that's my little guess. And Laverne is telling Demetrius that he's okay, he's just being chill. There's a lot going on, and he kind of wanted to just take a step back. And I'm like, okay, we'll see. Affaire à suivre, as we like to say in French. I have Mr. Tommy coming back, and he's letting the gentlemen know that he needs to talk to them. There's some decision that needs to be made. So all the gentlemen are giving Tommy who they think are their favorite and who they think are not. The guys are getting territorial. Laverne is talking about Joy is him, and Clifton is like, nah, Joy is me. So we're understanding that there's some ladies that are being more liked by gentlemen. The ladies being Joy, Sabrina, because Tori really likes her, and Demetrius now, he's letting them know Sabrina is the person for him. Whitey is really liking Tina. Mr. Pio also wants some of that young tender meat. And yeah, and then when they're being asked about who they're not really liking, Precious name came out, AP name came out, Sabrina name came out, because Pio was still, he was still salty because she told him on the last day that she didn't really want to be with him. So Sabrina name came out and everything. And then we have at the end, the last scene, all the ladies and gentlemen are reunited, and Tommy is letting him know that a decision is going to be made. So he calls out Demetrius and he's asking Demetrius to basically let the lady knows what is going to happen, and this is where the show ends. So yeah, we're going to be on the lookout for what happens in episode 5. it's getting tight, it's getting spicy, you know. This past 3-4 episodes, it's been very, you know, a slow ride, but now I feel like there's going to be more action. So be on the lookout for that, guys. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I will see you all next week. And if you're not subscribed yet, I invite you to subscribe because there are going to be more coming into my channel. And for those of you that are subscribed and watching me, thank you all so much. See you next time. Bye.